Hey, welcome back. It's Mark with Understanding English Grammar, and we're in the Sentences for Practice for Chapter 6. The directions are asking you to underline things and identify things. What we want you to do is diagram each of these sentences, and they're asking you to find the adverbials. That will become apparent when you do the diagram. So we're going to zip through a few of these, and if you haven't done that yet, please stop the video now, do them all yourself, struggle with it, and then come back and take a look at what we've done with these. All right? Now, here we go. Let me diagram it first and see what's happening. We expected post something, to post them someplace. All right, so far we have a pattern 7. How's it a pattern 7, Ken? Isn't there no direct object? Why is it a pattern 7?
Because there are two nouns.
Because, well, there's a B plus EN. That's right, okay? Someone's expecting us to do that, right? I guess in this case it's the professor. So it's a passive pattern 7. We have an adverbial infinitive phrase, okay? This talks about the expectation. The infinitive phrase itself is a pattern 7. Why? Well, here's the infinitive phrase, to post, that's our base verb, and we're posting something, so there's a direct object to the infinitive phrase. Adverbial to that verb is where the posting is happening, which is on the website. Am I missing anything? Okay, yes I am. Now, this is where your noun, day, is acting adverbially, because what are we doing with the adverbial question? Is it answering the question what time or where? Time and place is always going to be adverbial. Or is it answering the question, how is this action being done? If you ask those of what your modifiers are, and it's answering time and place, or it's answering how is it done, it's going to be adverbial. Okay? So, that's your final diagram for this one. Now let's take a look at another one. Right over there, please. Fix this wire. And as you see, I always do the same thing when I'm diagramming. I start with this, and I look for my subject. And this is kind of hard here, because this one has multiple clauses, and the first thing we need to do is find out which is the main clause. Can you read up to the comma, please, buddy?
If our posts receive enough replies...
No, just right up to there. One more time, right up to the comma.
Our posts receive enough replies.
Is that a sentence all by itself? No, okay, so you know that can't be your main clause. Can you read the other clause?
We get a gift certificate.
Okay, so right there, we found our main clause. What is it that we get?
A gift certificate.
Okay. Good. Now, if you can do that, if you can't do that right away, just step back, take a deep breath, look at the verbs you have. You have one here, and you have one here, and you'll start to figure out, oh, okay, this is the main one. Okay, and gift certificate. What kind of gift certificate? The one to the cafe, right?
Mm-hmm.
The campus cafe. So that's our main clause. What do we have left? Read it again, buddy.
If our posts receive enough replies.
All right, so that's putting a condition on whether the gift certificates are gotten or not, right? So that one will go down here, and its posts is the subject of that one. What are the posts doing?
They're receiving.
Okay. Replies, right? And enough is that, enough goes here, and our posts. So if our posts receive enough replies is putting, it's just like saying, you know, yesterday or tomorrow, or it's any other adverbial, but the entire clause is being used to adverbialize get. And this is our adverbial subordinate clause here. We have an adjectival prepositional phrase here. This is a pattern 7, and this is a pattern 7 because we have 2 noun phrases. Good? Okay, move on to the next one. You can pause and rewind if it's going a little quickly for you, but here we are. Now I'm going to look at this one, and again, I'll always start the same way. Are you zoomed in enough, buddy? Okay. I know I have a verb here, and I know I have another verb here. Can you read up to the comma again, buddy?
Because our professor has little experience with Facebook.
Can you just say that?
No.
No, it's called a dependent clause, which is the umbrella term for your subordinate clause and some other clauses, right? It depends on another main clause. So that's not the main clause. We'll save that for later. Can you read the other clause?
The teaching assistant manages the class page.
Okay. What pattern is that?
As a pattern.
How many noun phrases do you have? Good, so it's a,
Pattern 7.
yes, 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 sir. Okay. Great. This is our main clause, right? Well, the other one is talking about why this managing happens, you know, and of course it's making fun of old guys like me who can't do tech, right? That's why we use magic markers and marble notebooks. Okay, because subordinating conjunction, this is your subordinating conjunction. It's sticking the 2 clauses together. And how does that one work? Who's the subject?
The professor
And what does he or she do?
has
And has what?
little experience.
What kind of experience?
A little
With?
Facebook.
Okay. Good, that guy probably has a life, right? I'm making jokes. Okay. Little experience with Facebook. See, this whole clause, sentence within a sentence, is just giving us condition on managing here. So the adverbial subordinate clause connected with the subordinating conjunction is adverbializing this main verb here, which is manages. So far, so good? Pause, rewind, take a look at it again. All right, and let's move on to the next one over here. Can we reach? Let's try and do them all. All right. Now, same thing. I'm just going to start like this. Now, can you read the first part, please, buddy?
To cut down on other distractions.
Does that sound like a sentence?
No.
No, it doesn't. Can you read the second part?
Our professor recently declared all the use of cell phones.
Okay, what's the subject?
The professor.
What did the professor do?
He declared
When?
in class
When?
recently.
Yeah, good. Okay. Recently declared. He declared something, right? I'm saying he because it's me. It could be, of course, she. What? Declared what?
He declared the use
Okay. What kind of use?
of cell phones.
Is that it? Okay, look at that. This is your adjectival off limits, right? Off limits in class, is this that modifying? I guess this is a qualifier for off limits. I'll put that there. That's when an adjective is adjectivalizing another adjective, you're going to call it a qualifier. So you have noun phrase 1, verb, noun phrase 2, adjectival, object complement. Remember what pattern that is? Don't see them too often, but nope, it's a 9, right? It's pattern 9. Now, what are we going to do with this? Is this modifying the professor? Sorry. That's what I'm asking myself. Is it saying which professor or what kind? Is it saying how it's used or what kind of use? Is it saying what kind of off limits? Or is it saying why this declaration is happening? Why is he doing this? That's why, okay? Why is he doing it? To cut down.
To cut down distractions.
I'm going to call this whole thing a phrasal verb here. This is infinitive phrase, adverbial, and distractions. All right, we're going to call this a phrasal verb because it has this transitive feel, and you have a pattern 7 infinitive phrase here because of your direct object of the infinitive phrase. But the whole thing is telling us why the declaring is happening. That's why it's adverbial. Okay, and let's look at the last one that we have up here. If there are others that you did in the sentences for practice you're unclear about, give me a call. We'll look at it together. Now, what will we do here? Oh, this is the old Winston Churchill one. This is really fun. Everybody has a good time with this one. All right, can you read that for us, buddy?
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
Okay, so this is super hard, but I'm going to do it really quickly. I know I have a was. Okay, and never in the field of human conflict was, and look at this, owed. This is where the key is right here. What kind of sentence is that? What pattern? Can you figure it out? You have a be plus en, right? So it's got to be a 7, yeah. It's that, once you can figure that out, it's easy. Never, is that adjectival or is it time and place? Never. Time and place, right? All right, was so much is your subject. Much was owed, never, okay, it was owed where? Time and place, right? In the field. What kind of field? Of conflict. You hear me? I'm saying what kind, which one will answer. It'll be adjectival if it answers the what kind, which one question. If it answers time and place or how, it's going to be adverbial. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. So this is the original subject of the active pattern 7, right? Many owed much to few. That's it, okay? If you have other questions about any of the adverbial things, keep practicing, keep composing your own sentences with different adverbials, like, of course, the subordinate clause or the infinitive phrase. Post it, send it to me in an email, and we'll take a look. But on we go to chapter 7.